Hi, this is Zak Mir with the Bulletin Board Heroes on Thursday, the 8th of November on Share Talk. Starting off with N-Form Pharma, where we've got a chart of beauty, at least if you're a technical sort of person, breaking this neckline here from July at 8 pence and shooting off this morning already. While we're above 8 pence, looking for at least the bottom of this gap at 14 pence and hopefully even up to the 200-day line at 16 pence. A lot of pent-up price action, one would have thought, after this extended flow from July. So fingers crossed. Only back below the 50-day moving average, the blue line there at 6.06, really blowing the bull argument out of the water. On to a stock which I cover regularly and haven't got bored of yet. Comes in the form of Orosur Mining. Just highlighted, I think, earlier in the week, the break of this resistance line from September. Nice long green candles the last couple of days. Today, share price opened at the low, currently at the high. So very strong action there. Not too overbought yet, RSI 64, so looking for that retest of, at least a retest of September peak around 13 pence, and hopefully much more, possibly as much as the resistance line I'm going to try and draw now rather quickly, maybe 18 pence or so as a best case scenario, especially while we hold above that 7 pence area of the September resistance line. Next up, a stock which I highlighted a few weeks ago, sort of dipped back again, a bit messy still, Prairie Mining, so probably one wants to wait for at least a break above the 200-day moving average at 30 pence to be safe on this one, given the way that we've had quite a few failures in the 30 to 35 pence zone. Happier news with Predator Oil. I interviewed the company yesterday, and I think the video is up this morning. Highlighted the technicals even before I knew I was going to interview them, but what we have here is a very sharply rising 50-day moving average, 6.38 pence, and we've broken through that this week. The longer we stay above that, the greater the chance of at least a retest of the September peak at 10 pence, and then going on to the May resistance line projection as high as 13 pence, only really back below that 5 pence uptrend line from August would really endanger the upside scenario. On to a stock which covered obviously many times, UK oil and gas, just worth checking where it is. Obviously the price action sort of dried up here. Still waiting for a sustained move above the 50-day moving average at 2 pence. That's the blue line there. Probably need a weekly close above it, but just hanging below that, so no rush to get into that for fans of the shares, but at least we are holding the floor of this June trend channel and the 200-day line at 1.88, so just the shares between those two particular features, the 50 and 200-day line. Just a repeat as well on Versarien. Here we had, I spoke of the line of resistance from October through 127 or so. We've cleared that, but getting blocked around the just below 140. If you're not in it on the long side, you'll be waiting for a break of that level, which would hopefully then open up the 180s again. Stop loss still back below the 200-day moving average at 112, or if you're very fussy, back below 127, which is the October line. Finishing off with a stock which is not really a hero at all, but especially in terms of the price action over the last couple of years. But this is a massive wedge formation, falling wedge formation here at Vectura. It's hopefully one where the gap through the 50-day moving average today at 74 pence will turn the shares around. End of day close above the 200-day line at current levels would really help the bulls justify their cause. And who knows, this might be the time when the shares manage to get back to 100 or 110 pence over the next few weeks. Stop loss really back below the 50-day line is more than enough as far as testing out this particular situation. That's it from me. More updates tomorrow.